How's everybody doing out there today? This is Gold Pilled here with the Gold Pilled stream. And today we're going to talk about a couple miscellaneous things. The main one being the rise of Rumble. I don't know if anyone else has noticed it, but I have in the alternative media community. Uh, the video platform Rumble sure has become mainstream and sure has really skyrocketed in popularity, seemingly out of nowhere. And I find that suspicious, and everyone else should find that suspicious too. Um, Talk about um, Red Voice Media a little bit, some of the shills that they employ, Jason Burmis being one of them. Talk about VPNs a little bit, and I have a video about how they, mainly Google, but pretty much any other big tech, tracks you, traces you, and controls you. And this just all ties into, the main premise that I've been talking about in all my videos, and that being the current alternative media community, or you could say the truth community online. It's all completely controlled, and it's been turned into mainstream media 2.0. And with the Google and big tech control and manipulation, that ties into they're controlling a large percentage of people's actions and decisions and emotions and everything. So if anyone still doubts that, continue to keep an open mind and look into this, because it's true. The digital realm is nothing but a digital enslavement realm. So let's share the screen and go over to what I got pulled up for everyone. So, actually, let's start off with the VPNs. I mentioned before that I was testing VPNs out, and I tried ExpressVPN first. At the end of 30 days, I got my refund. Then I tried NordVPN for 30 days and got my refund, and then I tried CyberGhost. Now, I was going to try private internet access, PIA. However, after reading what they have to offer and the fact that they're located in the USA and the price difference between them and CyberGhost wasn't that much, I decided to skip PIA. And so now I'm using CyberGhost currently. And between the three of those, I would probably say CyberGhost is the best. It's been the smoothest functioning. It hasn't had any bugs or glitches. And good thing is it's the cheapest out of all three. ExpressVPN was good. It was fast. But it had some kind of bug issue where it would just connect and reconnect, or disconnect and reconnect in a loop from time to time. I'm not sure if it was something with the virtual adapter that was installed, but I didn't care for that. NordVPN, I just wasn't happy with it. It wasn't real smooth. The speeds kind of sucked. Downloading torrents kind of sucked with it. So CyberGhost here, I've had it for a couple weeks now, and it's been smooth. Downloading's been smooth. It hasn't had any bugs. It's worked flawlessly. And I think I did the 3 years, and I think they give you 3 months then. It's only like $2 something a month. So it was like $89 for 3 years, which I don't think that's too bad for a VPN. And I probably should have had one, much earlier, years ago. I should have been using a VPN. And, once you learn more about how they're tracking you and recording all your data points and stuff online and all the other shady stuff that they're doing online, the even more reason to have a VPN. So I would encourage everyone to get a VPN service and use it whenever possible. Um, I like CyberGhost because it's based in Romania. And they have no laws that they have to log anything. They have no log policy. All their servers are RAM memory, so they lose power or they reboot, everything's gone. So they have none of your data, nothing. They can't give anything. So highly recommend getting a VPN. Um, this is the little CyberGhost kind of control center here. So I would look into it, people. All right. Now on to old Burmis. I always knew Burmis was a shill. He sucks Alex Jones' pecker every chance he gets and is completely blind to what Alex Jones is. So I'm very sure that Burmis is definitely directly IIA. He was the original info warrior. He was with old Luke Radowski, the gatekeeper shill. Then he's out on his own. Well, recently, old Burmis landed a paying gig with Red Voice Media. And if you know anything about Red Voice Media, or you heard me talk about it previously, that's the home of Stu the Glowworm Peters. This Red Voice Media is nothing but IIA operations for the right-wing, conservative, Christian, Jesus worshiping cult. And the IIA runs that whole community. And, well, they recruited Burmis and they're paying him for his work. And here's Red Voice's website. You go to their About. They're owned and operated by patriots. Ray and Zach. Ray Dietrich and Zach Hillman. Well, back in 2014, they had big, multiple million follower Facebook accounts in pro-law enforcement and conservative politics. Well, since the big tech censorship came, they were demonetized and lost their pages. So they created Red Voice Media. Yep, I'm sure that's how this all came about. Which is curious. They got their start in 2014. Remember my previous video? How so many right-wing conservative Christian cucks, they all started right in the run-up to the Trump election. That was all IIA operations getting this going in the run-up to Trump. And they've been at it nonstop ever since. And to the point where like I've been saying, they've seized total control of the alternative media since then. It's all been one long operation. So yeah, 2014. And then after Trump got elected was the staged theater censorship and demonetization. And then after that was the nuking. Oh, my YouTube's been nuked. They nuked me. They nuked my Facebook. They nuked me. We gotta find alternative platforms. And wouldn't you know, pop, 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 pop. All these alternative platforms just popped out of the woodwork. Even though if you listen to anybody, and previously it's, if you don't like, YouTube and stuff, go make your own platform. Well, it's not easy to make your own video platform. At least not make one that's efficient, that could actually compete and draw people there. To get them away from other means. So all these ones that popped up, they have financial backing from somewhere. And it's no coincidence that they were all popping up right when all these people, had to supposedly flee YouTube. So, well, the Red Voice Media was one of them, and I can't stand Stu Peters. So that's thereabouts where they got started. So let's see what other people they employ. The Alicia Powell Show. And here's Reality View with Jason Burmis. The Stu Glowworm Peters Show. J.D. Rucker Show. He's the host from AmericaFirstReport.com. Maria Z. Dr. Simon Goddick. Nick Mosader. Behizzy. The Zelenko Report. Ah, yes, good old Zelenko. Dr. Jane Ruby. Germ Warfare. My Show with Drew Bearquist. And Shots Fired with Deanna Lorraine. So when I first scrolled down here, a couple jumped out at me. Stu Peters for one, Complete IIA. America First Show, Monday through Friday. Maria Z, the one person I follow on BitChute, Data Dumper, he would post Marie Z videos as his dumps. He would also post Stu Peters and Jane Ruby. And Jane Ruby is always on Stu Peters' show. And all of them just reek IIA to me. They always have. So to come here and scroll down and see them all on this list, it's no surprise. And then, they're shilling Zelenko, even though he's dead. Old Zelenko's, involved with this, and it's stay up to date with the Zelenko Freedom Foundation. So there's a foundation in Zelenko's name. And I'm sure the initiatives that it's undertaking is really for our freedoms and best interests. Yep. And anytime you see these America First, or the America First Report, or all these, right-wing, conservative Christian, America First organizations, groups. There's one touring the country right now with, what's his name? Clay Clark or whatever. All that stuff is 100% bullshit. It is orchestrated. It's, likely IIA behind it. None of them people care about you or your interests. It's all about pilfering the money out of your pockets and manipulating your thinking, into continuing to believe in the beast system. That's all that stuff is. 100% bullshit. So when you see that printed all over here, all over these people, this Red Voice Media and everyone under its banner is bullshit. Now, if you want to subject yourself to ingesting this content in the hopes that you might extract a little bit of wisdom from it, well, that's up to you if you want to punish yourself. But I would just avoid this nonsense. I only catch a little bit of Burmis on YouTube still. And other than that, he's terrible. And his old buddy Luke Radowski, he's over at the Timmy Pool multi-million-dollar house / studio, grifting for big time shekels now. So you see where Rudowski got. So out of curiosity, I did the Red Voice Media who is, and it comes up DreamHost. Go down, and it's Proxy Protection LLC. So you do a search for that, and Proxy Protection LLC comes up. It's the name given for contact info from this company. Not 100% sure what the company's name is. ProPro, or something. But anyway, you hire It might even be DreamHost, might be the parent. But you hire this firm, and they anonymize your information for your domain. So anybody tries to get, more information on you, by coming to Whois or anything else, it's all pretty much redacted because they're paying for this proxy protection service. So you're not getting any details on Red Voice Media from there. And it's like, what are you hiding? You said your story, it's two guys, all you're two true patriots, but you gotta hide your info. So, don't trust Red Voice Media. Or anyone connected to them, for that matter. Now, let's move on. Let's move on to good old Rumble. Now, this really stuck out to me because probably the past 2 to 3 months, Rumble has been promoted so heavily in the alternative media that it stuck out like a sore thumb. Like, I immediately knew something was up with Rumble, the way it was being promoted. And the fact that it was promoted all across alternative media just, further solidifies that alternative media is all controlled together. They're all pushing the same narrative. It's all the same operation. IIA, mainstream media 2.0. It's not a coincidence that, all the alternative media people I follow are all pushing and, trying to get Rumble out there is, the next latest, greatest thing. And I watch a wide variety of alternative media. So when I see all of them pushing the same narrative or the same thing, I catch on to that. And what they were pushing here is Rumble. Now, did a little bit of research into Rumble here. And, there's old Bongino. I just seen a video with him talking to somebody. Oh, it was from Zionist Report on YouTube. He was interviewing an ex-FBI interview, and the ex-FBI said all of the FBI's recruits have to go through the Holocaust training. And the FBI guy was giving this typical sob story that completely plays into what they want to portray about that event. And it was so scripted and so fake and so pathetic. So old Bongino, you're not getting any truth from him. And look, he's advertised battle on the leaderboard. Old Bongino up there, yep. Yep, Rumble's a real free speech platform here. You're really going to get unbiased information here. It's not likely a CIA-run company or anything, or, our government and IIA doesn't have a hand in Rumble or anything, but, yep. Just a new platform so you can have your free speech, yep. Anyway, what I found curious is Rumble is contracting people to be on their platform exclusively. One of those is Russell Brand right here. And I was going to say, I thought even some low-level alternative media was being contracted, but I might be thinking that wrong. Let's see, where's the list? I have a list here. It's press releases. So here's Rumble's press releases. Steve will do it. He's contracted to produce exclusive Rumble content. Russell Brand, exclusive show for Rumble. Glenn Greenwald, exclusive show for Rumble. Who else? Viva Frey. He just contracted with Rumble, and he drops YouTube as primary platform. Who else? Well, that's all they have in the press releases, but these are actual press releases that they're saying these people are doing this. Heavy promotion. Oh, they're poo-pooing on YouTube. Oh, we're the new thing. Yep, one and the same. And then, if you couldn't get any more mainstream and big tech, they're publicly traded on the NASDAQ now. They're on hashtag rum. Where is it? Well, it's not there. And they had to top the page. They just completed a merger with this CF Acquisition Corp 6. Now, I looked into them a little bit, and whatever group this is, it's the CF Acquisition Corp. And the number after it, it keeps changing. I do believe, like, every time they make a merger. So at one time, it was CF Acquisition Corp 3. And then they, like, must have done a merger or something, and it became CF Acquisition Corp 4. And then CF Acquisition Corp 5. Well, I guess with this latest Rumble one, there's 6 now. So they combined with this shady CF Acquisition Corp. They're publicly traded on the NASDAQ. And they're contracting exclusive content creators. That sounds awfully familiar with Spotify and old Toe Rogan there. And they also, I'm assuming they bought locals, or they own locals now somehow. And from what I've heard, that's how you can donate or support your content creator, is through locals or something. I'm not 100% sure how it works. And then here, Truth Social joins Rumble's ad platform as first publisher. So, oh yeah, let's team up and collab with Truth Social, because Truth Social isn't a Fed operation. So that's all the press releases for good old Rumble. And let's do a search on the CF Acquisition Group. That's still Brave. Not real impressed with the Brave searches. You don't get the greatest results. It's, I guess, okay privacy as far as recording stuff and tracking you. But any of the search thingies, DuckDuckGo, Google, Brave, Bing, all of them, they all suck. Like, I did this search. Does it show me any? It doesn't say the number of results. Oh, it's because I'm on Brave. I want to go to Google. I want a Google search. There, 1.2 million results. Well, you go down here and start trying to go through the pages, you might only get 30 pages worth of stuff, and it will end. They don't give you, you don't have access to all this. And it's the same with, like I said, Google, Brave, Bing, DuckDuckGo, whatever. You don't get all the information. You only get what they allow you to get. So recently, I use Brave browser, but when I do videos, I just use Chrome here. On my Brave browser, I've started using Yandex as my search. That's the Russian search. And it's kind of a pain in the ass because a lot of search results have kind of Russian language on them and stuff. But it's been usable. So I'm done with all the other searches. You know, it's sad you have to use a Russian search engine to actually get access to most of the stuff. But So, okay, what is CF Acquisition Corp? What company? Don't really tell you much. Let's see. PR Newswire. Well, here's one promoting the Rumble. Merger between Rumble and CF Acquisition is expected to contribute $400 million in proceeds to Rumble. Boy, Rumble's rolling in the money now, aren't they, with this acquisition? That's how they're able to land all these exclusive content creator reports, because this acquisition just made them bank. They have a war chest now, and that's what they're getting all these people. This is nothing other than to kind of take over a large chunk of the alternative media and the profit from it. The free speech, they're not going to give people free speech. You say what, is not approved on there, you will be hit for it. Maybe they might not come out and, delete your channel or, suspend you outright, but you will fill it and you will not be permitted to continue that. For instance, The Last American Vagabond, he's on there, and he's already not been able to monetize his stuff. They somehow manipulated the system to where he'll make pennies on videos of his, that should at least be bringing in, a little chunk of money for him. So he's demonetized on Rumble already. So here's CF Acquisition Corp 6, incorporated in Delaware, primarily in the business of blank checks for financial reporting. Their fiscal year ends December 31st. SEC registration. So pretty much this is just an investment firm. They're registered in Delaware, and it says they're in the business of blank checks. So pretty much this merger with Rumble was just like an angel investor, right? That $400 million to Rumble. I guess that was their blank check. Here, $400 million, Rumble. Let's do this IIA operation. So, and who's in charge of all these investment firms and all these blank check groups and whatnot? Who runs all this stuff? Who's in the money business? That'll tell you all you need to know about CF Acquisition Corp, and that will tell you all you need to know about their merger with Rumble, and that will tell you all you need to know about Rumble. So that's all I'm gonna look into on that. So you see Rumble promoted everywhere. Just realize one big fed up. And when I say fed, I mean anything coming under the government or the beast system control umbrella. Rumble is 100% under the beast system control umbrella. Let's see, businesses and publishers, storage. So, yep, I'm not sure, what their fully intended plan is with Rumble, but it's something. They're not promoting Rumble this badly for no reason. They have some kind of plan with it. What that plan is, I'm not 100% sure, but there's something fishy about it. And look, the Rumble started in the run-up to the Trump election. They only got 1 million subscribers. Rumble's YouTube channel in 2019. So they've been going, oh, look at this. I didn't catch this before. Q2 2021. Narya and Peter Thiel lead investment in Rumble. Oh, Peter Thiel invested in Rumble. Yep, Rumble's legit. Yep. Yep, just your ordinary truth platform that won't censor or do anything shady to stifle the real truth. Yep, Peter Thiel. I did not catch that when I first looked down through here. Is there anything else we missed? Quantcast. Deloitte announces Rumble, fastest growing tech company in Canada. Alexa ranks Rumble, mobile site ComScore ranks. Oh, my lungs are still messed up from that last little respiratory infection and smoking. I haven't smoked since. It's been months since I smoked, but it's still there. I'm gonna have to go to my doctor. I don't think it's normal what's going on with my lungs. Let's see. Rumble acquires Locals. So yep, they acquired Locals last year. And like I said, that's their new way to generate revenue. One that is not influenced by corporate advertisers or special interests. Oh, that's what you say, huh? All our creators can now build a direct stream of revenue with their audience through subscriptions. They can take control of their valuable content. Yep. Rumble, the neutral video platform. Yep. Funded by angel investors and Peter Thiel, but they're the neutral video platform. They're going public with Cantor Fitzgerald's CF Acquisition 6. I think I did a search on Cantor Fitzgerald. I don't remember what I found, but Chris Pavlovsky, the founder and CEO of Rumble. So if you want to look in Cantor Fitzgerald, go ahead. But I've showed you enough about Rumble that you should already have a pretty good opinion on Rumble. And when, like I said, is all across alternative media, everyone's been promoting Rumble. Like, go to my new Rumble. You know, we're trying on Rumble, and like I said, it stuck out like a sore thumb, like so badly to me. Like even low level content creators were doing it. Like I like to watch Revenge of the Cis, ROTC, is like a comedy show. And even them, like on YouTube, they only have, I want to say, like 50,000 followers. Let me see if I can pull it up. They're pretty low level. They don't have that big of a following. Yeah, 43,000 subscribers. And even them, they were like, oh, we got to go to YouTube. So, because every now and again they get a strike on YouTube. So they're like, oh, you know, we're got our new Rumble channel. You know, some of our more spicy stuff. You know, we'll save for Rumble. And they even, because they do show a daily show Monday to Friday. Well, recently, their Wednesday show is behind the Patreon paywall. And then even more recently, they've started doing their Friday show on Rumble only. So now you can only watch Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday on YouTube. Wednesday is Patreon, and Friday is Rumble. So low-level creator, Revenge of the Cis, they designated, you know, one day that it's exclusively Rumble. Now, is that just coincidence? Did they just decide to do that out of nowhere? Or did perhaps Rumble, you know, approach them and be like, hey, put our name out there. You know, maybe do an exclusive show one day. We'll give you a mystery check, you know, for a couple bucks. You know, so low level creators like this, they're all shilling Rumble. So there's something going on with Rumble. Like I said, I don't know what it is, but it's something big in the alternative media. And look who they're promoting. Oh, Russell Brand. Oh, who's over here? Editor's Picks. Sticks, Hex, and Hammer. That little pud. This little pud has been popular since back on the days of YouTube and before up to the Trump election. And he's been popular on every single other platform that popped up, and now he's an editor pick on Rumble. This chode. He has nothing significant to bring to the table at all about any truth or anything. But this chode is still just grifting away. How? It's because it's all IA operations. Just like every group and creator that came out of the Trump administration leading up to Trump, everyone, that was all planned. You know, some people might have been legit, but they were in it for the grift. You know, some people saw an opportunity to make money and sell out for it, and they did. Other people, they were directly carrying out this operation. There's podcasts where they promote. Oh, there's old Timcast IRL. He's a multimillionaire now, Timcast. Complete bullshit, brings nothing to the table. He does not give one piece of news information that is worth anything. He's still monetized on YouTube. That's all he protects. What's this one? Battle Leaderboard. Steven Crowder, IIA. Bring him right out of Canada. Donald Trump, the salty cracker. You know, I've also noticed there's a lot of Canadians that are up in the ranks of the truth movement. Well, you're not even in our country, but you're battling for America's truth. It's almost like they recruit these Canadians to, you know, come down here and, you know, work these IIA ops. Old Crowder, he's one of them. He's been in the Hollywood there scene. He has a dadager and dad manager. It's pathetic. I don't even know how people still follow these stuff. I don't know how people still get fooled by this stuff. It just shows you the level of control that they have over people's minds and their thinking. And that's what we're going to talk about next year. Look, vlogs, Sticks, Hex, and Hammer. Terrence K. Williams. He's one of the cool black MAGA guys. So many of them popped up in the wake of Trump. What other shills they got on here? Gaming. Alright, that's enough about Rumble. Alright, so I think I'm gonna end this video right here. I was gonna go right into the Epstein video on the Ripple Effect podcast, but after I looked over all the clips I have a good hour of clips for that, so that's going to make for a long video, and I really don't want that added onto this because that'll make a really long video. So we're going to end this one here. This will just be about Rumble and the VPN information. So all right, everyone, take care and be safe out there. Find the gold pill. Peace.